What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we need to continue from where we left off on a lot of these major cryptocurrencies. Yesterday's episode we were looking at a lot of the major cryptos as we were pretty much counting down the days as to when the next kind of breakout or major dump would take place within most of the major cryptocurrencies. Now we had symmetrical triangles forming here on Ethereum. You can see clearly outlined in the thumbnail for yesterday's episode, and you can see it right here on Ethereum as well. We have XRP continuing its descent as we have discovered kind of this descending fractal taking place here, and we did just slightly tweak the charts to include this here. Solana is doing another correction, something we also expected and anticipated. Bitcoin is falling lower here. The stock market is probably one of the cryptocurrencies that we did mess up on a hair, but we are still correct, and I want to show you guys why in a second with you. And all we're going to have to do is tweak the charts ever so slightly. You can see and I still believe we are in a bull flag formation here, and we will be breaking to the upside, but we said this could inevitably take all the way down here before we pop off. And if we adjust the charts just a hair, it actually makes sense, and it could have been done. As remember, we only had previously 2 points of confirmation on the daily. It's not enough to confirm a support. Now we have it, and if I jump to the hourly just for a couple of seconds, you'll see we actually didn't track it correct, and literally by scaling this down just a hair, we have now outlined 3 points of confirmation: 1, 2, and 3, and this now confirms our bottom support. We jump to the daily, you'll notice here how, oh wow, it does make sense with that, and we still are in a bull flag formation, and now we have the confirmation descending fractal here. Again, we don't know how long this is going to form. This could continue to send us all the way down to here before we rally out, but we kind of knew that we were going to expect to see correction, as I've shown in previous times on the stock market here consistently. In this ascending fractal that we're in, every time we hit resistance, we end up in a descending fractal. We break bullish, a bull flag. Same thing here, hit resistance, we rally down, and then we rally out of it. Same thing here again. We hit the same thing. Here we are going to rally down, and then eventually we'll rally out of it. But makes sense. Just wanted to address that super quick. We'll look this over a little bit more later on in today's episode. But smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. Now, guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, remember BYDFI is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel, because BYDFI offers you to earn over $8,100. I call it, exchange arbitrage, because basically I deposit money in an exchange, I get the trading bonus, I withdraw my money that I deposited, and I keep trading with the bonus money that was left in my account. And with BYDFI, because this is new, this is one of the biggest bonuses BYDFI offers. I think it's highly recommended to check it out, because it is free with the link down in the description below, and they offer a lot more benefits we'll go over later on in today's video. Anywho, diving into today's beautiful episode, we're down 2.4%. Correction is starting to take place. We did peak. We did see that a couple of hours ago here, 59 on the Fear and Greed Index. You can see we had this kind of rough area over the week. Now we're starting to see the descents. Pretty much all the major cryptocurrencies are starting to see the descent take place, and we start to slide lower, and it does make a bit of sense here. As we did say, we are kind of at a high point in these markets, and correction is basically inevitable here. We have been so focused, zoomed in on like XRP in the short term here. I did say that it's time that we take a step back and kind of notice what exactly is forming here. There has been a bear flag forming on XRP for the longest time here. We can jump to the 4-hour and you can get a better overview of this here. You can see major dump to the downside. How we enter is how we exit. Major bear flag here. Dump to the downside again. No surprises there. What was interesting is over the past couple of days, we kind of saw a reversal, just a hair. Like we were in this correction, we fell, and then we started to kind of rally up. And here we are falling again. No surprise, but this little reversal up, a lot of people were like, oh, you're wrong, we're not going to correct downwards. And I still could be wrong, but here we are saying, whoa, well, let's just ascend the chart. Let's adjust the descending fractal here. Let's adjust the funnel downwards, and you can see how we are still kind of correcting off this, and I do think it's going to continue to carry itself out. We'll just see where it goes, because I do believe we are going to continue to descend downwards here. We have found a bit of resistance. We rejected clearly off that major resistance right there. If I scale out, you can see kind of how this pans out. We used to use it as a support. Now we're using it as a resistance. And we did reject off that. And it would just make more sense with the beautiful bear flag that the markets continue to scale lower. So we'll see at all, if it does decide to happen, it will be quite interesting. Now, we'll do all these trades on BYDFI because BYDFI is that #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I've said in the past year. Buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Every single thing you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI, which makes it so freaking cool. The cool thing is you can trade XRP and you can even trade BYDFI. Bitcoin, excuse me. You can trade XRP here and you can trade Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you can use that demo money to leverage trade your cryptocurrency, which is super cool. I highly recommend you take advantage of that. And then on top of that, they have, like I said, limit orders, market orders, stop limit orders, take profits, stop losses, reduce onlys, so on and so forth. Here, I do suspect we did get in on a bad trade on Bitcoin, which was annoying here. We were anticipating the markets to reject because we are in a bull flag. And although this bull flag does look bullish, there's definitely a good chance I messed up on this trade. But you can see here, we were anticipating rejection off here to correct lower. However, we are kind of at the end, wit's end of this major bull flag here. This breakout could inevitably continue to spike higher. It's very possible, which would mean I entered a bad trade and will get stopped out eventually here. But we're just kind of sitting long and seeing where we'll go, because there is, like I said, with the way Bitcoin is forming here, it's crazy, but we are in a massive bull flag. And unless we close this weekly candle below here, we're not looking too ripe. You can see here, or we're not looking too good. We're already receding back down, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We have this beautiful bull flag up, descending fractal right here. We're at the end of it. If we confirm closure outside anywhere over here, I would likely think following the following weeks will rally us up. But if we recede back down, which we're trying to do right now, close below here, then next week we're going to probably descend downwards. It's almost inevitable at this point here. So that's just something to keep your eyes up on. But anyway, you can make these trades. It doesn't matter. Even if you lose money, it's bonus money, so it really doesn't matter at all. They have a reward center and a demo trading account, which gives you can see that $8,100 in free crypto for you to take advantage of right here. They have daily benefits for you guys to earn free cryptocurrency and even exclusive benefits for you guys to earn even more free crypto. And then they have a demo trading account, so you can practice $50K in demo money to practice trading your skills, see how well you do. And then if you do well, you can switch on over to the live trading account. I always recommend using the demo account to practice trading, see if you got what it takes or not, or just to play around with it here so that you don't get rusty. But moving forward from that into these other cryptocurrencies, Solana is on its descent. And then you look at XRP, and XRP is on its descent. Then we look at Ethereum. Ethereum's the only one, aside from maybe Bitcoin, that looks like it's going to correct. Stock market is like, we hit this bottom, we could correct up, but we're inevitably heading lower. Bitcoin too looks like it very well could. I mean, all these cryptocurrencies, it's so tough because everything's up in the air. Ethereum, for example, is coming to completion or nearing completion within this gap here. If we fill this gap in, get this close, we can either see this dump now, we could see a rally now, we could fill in a gap and then see either of these options. There's so many variables and options. What we do know with certainty is this fractal here. We're reversing off this, and we're going to fill this gap in. At any point, we can really confirm closure above or below these major resistances. It would be nice if I could include like the top ones here, but I can't. But you can see once we fill this gap with certainty, then we'll know where exactly we're going to be going to, because this is all leading up to something very large. And you can also see we're inside this kind of descending fractal as well. I can scale this up just a hair. And this is also a bullish fractal here. So there's a lot of variables across the board with all these cryptocurrencies, and things are going to get very tight very quickly. You can see this downtrend here. If we manage to rally out of this resistance right here, we will be going long on Ethereum. If not, expect a dump. I mean, it pretty much covers the basis across the board with all the cryptocurrencies. So very interesting, but that's going to be it for today's video. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.